Welcome to the channel, everyone. It is Bulldog1205, and I'm finally doing it. I'm finally caving to the pressure, and we are going to talk about Web3 tokens. I've always been my channel gameplay first. I've been very gameplay driven. For the most part, have not really addressed tokens outside of the games that I'm primarily playing. And I still get tons of questions, and as the bull market is ramping up and it appears that we might finally be in a full-blown bull market, everybody's always asking, what tokens are you investing in? And I made it a point recently that I'm really going to start expanding my profile. So as I invest in tokens myself, a lot of them I'm going to start creating some videos here explaining why I am investing in this certain token. And to get the disclaimers out of the way, I say investing. Investing is really a terrible word. We all use it, but it's really a terrible word because it's about 20% investing and about 80% gambling. So this is really more of a gambling video. There is so much risk in Web3, and Web3 gets stupid for various reasons. Nobody can predict what the market is going to do. So absolutely do all of this at your own risk. I'm making these because you guys want to know what I'm doing and why I'm doing, so I'm sharing it with you. That doesn't mean you should drive off the cliff with me or wherever we may end up going. But anyways, for the very first video that I'm making, I have decided to choose a fairly controversial coin. My latest investment slash gamble is in the Army of Fortune token, and this has definitely been a controversial one because while everything this year has just gone crazy, we are, as I said, appear to finally be in a full-blown bull market. You'd have to be stupid to lose money in this market. I am choosing a token that so far is down 65% on the year that actually just recently launched, and so far has been a complete disaster. So I'm sure there's a lot of people are seeing even the title or clicking on this video that maybe know about this token, or like, what is he doing? Why is he choosing this token? And it's basically because I believe it is oversold. We have a token here in the Army of Fortune that is only a $3 million market cap. So first, let's kind of start off with the negative here. Why has this token launch been a complete disaster? Because this is a game that was really fairly hyped up. We actually had two mobile games that had their token release within a week of each other, just about a month ago. And Heroes of Mafia and Army of Fortune. I think Heroes of Mafia was expected to be a little bit bigger, but I was kind of thinking both of these games could really pop off. And we saw that with Heroes of Mafia. It's at a $178 million market cap, launched down here and went crazy. Initially, we kind of thought Army of Fortune could do a similar thing. They had a free mint that did very, very well. If we come over to, let's see, if we pull them up on OpenSeas here, you can see their free mint, go back the last 90 days over here on the right side, was up at over 0.7 ETH. There was a lot of excitement around this game. This game has it's got decent fundraising. It's got a decent team from Supercell, some similarities there. And there's a lot of excitement around this. And then you'll see about right here, things just fell off a cliff. And the Army of Fortune team really upset a lot of people in Web3, a lot of holders, a lot of whales, a lot of very influential people. Because what they did to kind of, we're not going to go through all the details, but to sum it up, with their free mint, they very heavily suggested there would be certain details regarding the token release and airdropping the token to those who held this NFT. And they didn't promise it. They didn't promise it, but they did promise it, if you know what I mean. They made a lot of comments and AMAs and put a lot of details out there that they then changed. At this point right here, they changed the terms of their airdrop. Actually, didn't even change the terms, but they threw out a proposal for terms that was not what was initially promised. And a big disconnect between the team and the community, because the team kind of looked at this as what they ended up offering was in reality a very good deal for a free NFT. They are dropping 40 million tokens to those NFT holders right now at the current value, which is again much lower than people anticipated. Holding even just a common NFT, a common key, gets you about $700 worth of the token airdrop over the course of about 2 years. And that's kind of how the team saw it, was, hey, this is a really good deal for a free airdrop. But that's not necessarily how things work, because a lot of whales, a lot of people in general that were holding it, they didn't get it for free. They went and bought it on the secondary market based on what they were told were going to be the terms, or what their expectations were for that airdrop. And when that was, they kind of felt like they got rugged there a little bit, buying the NFT for these higher values and then not getting what they felt they were promised, and rightfully so. This created a lot of negative publicity. And one of the things with these tokens here is that, I mean, I obviously, with my channel, I love to talk about the game, how good the game is. I love to analyze tokenomics and talk about how great the token is, or in a lot of cases how terrible the token is. But you can have a great game, you can have great tokenomics, a great setup, great foundation. What makes a token go off is ultimately about hype. And that's what we got with Heroes of Mafia, was tons of hype. We get the opposite here with Army of Fortune. They took an event that their token launch should be a huge event, a huge chance for marketing, a huge chance to generate hype, and it became a lot of negative publicity. It was a huge missed opportunity to generate hype for this game, and it really hurt the token value, as we've seen things kind of go down a little bit. Despite the market going crazy, it couldn't have been a better time for Army of Fortune to launch their token here, and they kind of blew it. They kind of absolutely blew it. With that, the marketing overall was very lackluster. Just really dropped the ball with this release. So why am I going in on this token and investing / gambling when they've shown that they are disconnected with Web3, haven't done very well with their marketing? Honestly, I don't really like their tokenomics that much either. But I see this $3 million market cap. They just raised $3 million in funds. They have some big investors behind them. They've got a lot of potential here, okay? Army of Fortune is just like this crate of TNT that it just needs a spark. So when I'm looking at this, I'm looking at, can there be a spark that ignites Army of Fortune? Because there is a lot of potential here. So far, that potential has been completely squandered as far as token prices go. Things have been a disaster, but that gives us a good chance to buy low. And I think if they can get, if we can just find any hype events, we can see, again, Heroes of Mafia is $176 million market cap. $3 million market cap is nothing. And I said I don't like the tokenomics all that much. Let's go over here real quick, because we talk about $3 million market cap, but one of the question is, how much are we going to inflate that? And if you come over to, you can see the vesting schedule. We're actually going to inflate it quite a bit. If we come over here, so right now, and you'll see different numbers on different websites is based on exactly how much of this is, of the token is really out there. But like on this one, it shows there's a 4.36 million market cap, 55 million tokens. Coin market cap thinks there's a little fewer tokens, and that's why there's the difference in the price there. But as we go down, let's look at the end of the year, okay? To 2024, 18, you're going to see about 400% inflation. So there's going to be a decent amount of inflation as this token starts getting out there. But even in that, even if we look at, okay, if we're predicting through the rest of the year, if we look at it as a $20 million market cap, what could possibly create some hype that can put us into a 9-figure market cap? Seeing a $100 million market cap for this game wouldn't be that crazy. I mean, that's not that much for a game. Like I said, Heroes of Mafia just released $176 million market cap. Again, I thought Mafia would be a little bit bigger, but I didn't expect this big of a difference before the whole debacle. But if we go, well, let's go to their website. So what do we have coming up? They've got 2 games. Army of Tactics is their first game, their mobile game. That's a kind of your typical auto chess type game. It's got its own unique style. They're getting ready to launch the NFTs for that game. They're demigods. That is a huge chance for marketing. That is a huge potential spark for this game. But this is not their main game. This game, as it is decent. If it was in Web 2, nobody would bat an eye at it, but it's better than a lot of Web 3 games. There are plenty of Web 3 games that have gone crazy and hit 9-figure market caps with games that are far worse than our initial game here, Army of Tactics. But what they're calling their flagship game is due to come out next quarter. Everything's late in Web 3. We'll see. Even if it's 6 months away instead of 3 months away, 9 months away. This is their flagship game has not released. We have not seen this yet. It's supposed to be a genre-defining, real-time deck-building game exclusively for mobile. This sounds like my type of game. That's why I've been monitoring this. I'm excited about what Army of Fortune can bring. Is it going to be good? I don't know, but it just needs some hype. If we just get a little bit of hype from this game releasing, I mean, we could do a 5x, 10x easy. And when we look at these tokens, one of the things with these gaming tokens, and kind of my approach that I'm starting to take, and why I'm diversifying and just trying to get into so many different projects, we don't have to hit on all of these. It's okay if only 10 to 20% of the games that we choose, if their token actually does well. Because if those ones that you hit on, if they do a 25x, a 50x, we're looking for those types of potential. So what I've done is I've actually gone in and I've got myself one of these keys. The rare key right here is what I thought was the best value. It gives double the tokens as the common key for not much more. It's only about a 50% increase in price, so you could double the tokens. So I just bought one of these for about a little under $500. At the current token prices, this NFT will generate me over the next, let's see, it's a little over 18 months. It's going to generate, at the current prices, about $1,300 worth of the token. So typically I'm going to get the token. I decide I want to get the key so I can earn the token. And then you still get the benefits on top of that. Things like early access to the game. We don't even, their next game, we don't even necessarily know much about it, let alone what all the benefits there's going to be for these founders keys. But you know what? After the first debacle and not delivering enough value to these keys, I wouldn't be surprised to see them overcompensate. And when that next game comes out, get some really juicy benefits. But even if they don't, I'm getting good value for the tokens. Now you don't have as much liquidity with the keys. You don't have as much flexibility for trying to take profits and that type of things. But I think we're gonna get really good ROI from this key. And then I also am legit excited about their flagship game that's coming, so I can also get some of the benefits there as well if I like to play the game. Hopefully I do. Hopefully it's fun. I still think they have the potential to deliver on a very good product here. And yes, the initial launch of their token could not have been more of a disaster, but I think we're at the bottom. I think we're way oversold. I think the community as a whole has completely overreacted. The prices have overreacted to the one mishap. Yeah, you could say a series of mishaps kind of rolled into one here. But I really think this team has a chance to rebound and can deliver on something good. So let me know. What do you guys think? Good play? Bad play? Are you surprised at the play? Do you like this type of video? Do you want me to make a video every time I go in on a project and put some significant funds behind it? This is not, these are not sponsored. Who knows? Maybe we'll have some sponsor. If they ever are sponsored, I'll make it very, very clear up front that it's sponsored. And I'm never gonna do a sponsored video on one of these that I wouldn't have bought into anyways, or that I don't feel comfortable saying that yeah, I'm keeping my funds in this or whatever the case is. But not sponsored, just letting you guys know some of the moves that I am making. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Can't wait to read the comments. Can't wait to see the reactions. And who knows? These definitely aren't going to replace my gameplay videos. I love my gameplay. Come over if you want to see me live stream. Come over to my Twitch. Check out gameplay videos here on this channel as well. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. I love you all. I'll see you on the next one.